Hello everyone, welcome to my chemistry channel BL Das Short and Sweet in Chemistry. In the first part, in qualitative analysis, I told what is meant by acid radical, what is meant by basic radical, how the salt contains acid and basic radical, which part is acid radical, that is right part is the acid radical in a salt and left part is the basic radical in a salt. Now in this part 2 we will see the acid radical analysis. That means acid radical analysis, there are two tests, one is dry test, other one is wet test. Dry test for acid radical. Dry test and wet test, what is the meaning? Dry test, the observation what you will get, that is may or may not be that radical. It is not 100% sure that the acid radical is chloride, bromide or carbonate, it is not 100% sure. But after that, when you will do wet test, that is called confirm test, and after that we should know, we should confirm that the acid radical is the acid radical must present in our given salt. That means in dry test we may or may not sure that whether the acid radical is that or not, whether chloride is that or not. But when you will do the confirmed test of chloride, here we are 100% sure that the salt which contains chloride radical, acid radical is chloride, Cl minus, like this. So what is wet test? That is confirmed test for acid radical. Now dry test for acid radicals, when you see the salt, you should do dry test. Now before doing dry test, we should observe what is the color of the salt, what is the structure of the salt and solubility of the salt. Color, you know, whether white or any color. Structure, generally the salts which are given, that is crystalline salt, and solubility, and that generally it is given a water soluble salt. Now after that we will proceed to dilute sulfuric acid test. So you should remember the first step, first level, that is dilute sulfuric acid test. After that, if not any effervescence takes place, then you will go to concentrated sulfuric acid test. That means we will do the test of level 1, or you can say we do the test of group 1, and after, if it is not present, group 1 radicals are not present, then you will go to group 2, that is concentrated sulfuric acid test. Now see, experiment, observation, inference. What we will do, that is experiment, what we observe, that is observation, and what we conclude, that is inference. Now when you take the salt in a test tube and add dilute sulfuric acid, now solution, only the direct solid crystalline salt what is given you will take in a test tube, and after that you will add dilute sulfuric acid in the test tube. Immediately we find some reaction takes place. The proper chemistry word, that is called effervescence. Effervescence takes place means some reaction occur. That means some either colorless, odorless gas or colorful gas or any pungent smell gas or any color gas, you should observe what is that effervescence takes place. Now inference, if some reaction takes place, some reaction takes place means effervescence, what is effervescence? You can say that dilute sulfuric acid group, you can say first group or you can say first level group. Here it is present. What are the radicals? Maybe carbonate, sulfite, sulfite nitrite NO2. That means carbonate CO3 minus 2, sulfide S minus 2, sulfite SO3 minus 2, and nitrite NO2 minus 1 may be present. Then you will observe what is the color of the gas, what is the odor of the gas. According to color, according to odor, that is smell of the gas, we may think that yes, the radicals may be present, not sure 100%. So that is why the word is should use may be, because may be mean it is not confirmed. So first point you can say colorless odorless gas. Out of these four, colorless odorless gas only possible if carbonate is present. Colorless rotten egg smell, if rotten egg smell you feel that smell, then immediately you think it may be sulfide. If colorless burning sulfur smell, you know that firework smell, and here if happening, then you say maybe SO3 minus 2 sulfite. If pungent means that smell you can't tolerate, that is called pungent smell. Pungent smell and light brown gas, light not deep brown, light brown gas, it is, you can say maybe NO2 minus 1. Again see, you take salt in a test tube and add dilute sulfuric acid. This is the first level test, first group test. Then you observe whether some reaction takes place, whether some gas, whether some colorless, odorless or colorful gas produced. Then you can say yes, effervescence takes place. Then what may be? Maybe carbonate, sulfide, nitrite. Then how can you say whether it is carbonate, maybe carbonate or maybe sulfide or any? Then yes, colorless, odorless gas if evolved, then it is maybe carbonate, CO3 minus 2. If it is colorless rotten egg smell, you can say maybe S minus 2. Burning sulfur smell, then maybe SO3 minus 2. And pungent smell, brown gas, only color here in the first group, this group dilute sulfuric acid group, only one, that is nitrite, gives a brown color gas. Now, if no effervescence takes place, that means when you add the dilute sulfuric acid in the test tube which contain your salt, if there is no reaction, there is no gas, only simply remain that salt in the, at the bottom, no reaction, that means you are sure, 100% sure that your dilute sulfuric acid group salt, group radicals, that is carbonate, sulfide, nitrite, is not, anyone is not present. That means if dilute sulfuric acid test possible, if it is positive, then here the gases you can observe out of anyone, you can say maybe. If there is no reaction, there is no gas, there is no evolution of gas, then you are sure that dilute sulfuric acid group acid radicals are not present. Then what to do? You will go to next level, next higher level, that is second level, or you can say second group, that is the concentrated sulfuric acid test. You will go to concentrated sulfuric acid test, and here the first group dilute sulfuric acid finish. If not present, then you will go to concentrated sulfuric acid test. Are you clear? See here, that this is dilute sulfuric acid group test. Now we will do the second test, second group test, that is concentrated sulfuric acid test. What is the first test? Dilute sulfuric acid test. That means you will take salt and add dilute sulfuric acid in a test tube. If any effervescence takes place, then you can say these group radicals are present. That means carbonate, sulfide and nitrite. Out of one which is present, you will check according to its color and odor of the gas. If there is no effervescence takes place when you add dilute sulfuric acid, then you will go to second group, second higher level test, that is concentrated sulfuric acid test. What to do? You take salt and concentrated sulfuric acid you add in a test tube. First test you will add dilute sulfuric acid, and if there is no reaction, there is no effervescence, you will add concentrated sulfuric acid. Another test tube, you take a new test tube and take salt and add concentrated sulfuric acid. Then what happens? If effervescence takes place, then what are the radicals may be present? May be chloride, bromide, iodide and acetate. Chloride Cl minus, bromide Br minus, and iodide I minus, and CH3COO minus 1, that is acetate. So again you will check by its color and odor. Colorless and pungent smell gas. If it is colorless and pungent smell gas, what is pungent smell? You can't tolerate it, and that is maybe chloride, that is Cl minus 1. Then reddish brown, the color is reddish brown and pungent smell gas, then it is maybe bromide, Br minus 1. Suppose it is violet color and with pungent smell, then it is maybe iodide, I minus 1. If it is colorless and vinegar smell, you know vinegar smell, and if it is vinegar smell gas, then it is maybe acetate. Acetate means CH3COO minus 1. Again see, if there is no effervescence with dilute sulfuric acid, the test tube leave it. Take another test tube. Take salt, new means that is given that new salt, and add concentrated sulfuric acid and check it whether any reaction, any effervescence takes place. Yes. If it is yes, then it is maybe chloride, bromide, iodide and acetate. Only one may be present, not all. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4 radicals, one may be present. Then what is that? What may be? That means colorless pungent smell chloride, reddish brown color pungent smell bromide, violet and pungent smell iodide, vinegar smell, that is acetate. Suppose if you are adding concentrated sulfuric acid in the test tube with salt and there is no effervescence takes place, that means there is no chloride, bromide or acetate that are not present. That means you will go to second test. If no effervescence, chloride, bromide, iodide, acetate absent, then you will go to the third step. Third step means concentrated sulfuric acid and copper turnings. Again you do, you take another test tube, or in the same test tube what is present, because the salt present and concentrated sulfuric acid present. So to that only you are 2-3 pieces of copper turnings. What is mean of copper turning? Copper turning means very small piece, thin piece of copper. And here that you take, already you have taken the concentrated sulfuric acid and salt, and to that add copper turnings, and after that you heat it strongly. When you heat it, if there is a brown gas evolve, surely maybe, or you can say maybe nitrate NO3 minus 1. Unless you will do that wet test, confirm test, you can't sure that it is present. So salt, copper, concentrated sulfuric acid, salt, concentrated sulfuric acid and add copper turnings, then you heat it. If brown gas evolve, then maybe nitrate NO3 minus 1. If it is brown gas, it is maybe nitrate, then you will do immediately wet test of that nitrate, that is confirm test of nitrate. If there is no brown gas evolve here, after adding copper turnings and heat properly, there is no brown gas, that means nitrate group also here absent. Then what to do? You will go to next step. That is here, two radicals are present now, that one is sulfate, another is phosphate. For sulfate, for phosphate radical, there is no requirement for of this dry test. Dry test means there are 2 dry tests, 3 dry tests you have done properly, and after that there is no dry test required. Directly you will go to the test for sulfate radical. What is the formula? SO4 minus 2. If you will do sulfate radical wet test, that is confirmed test, and if it is positive, then write here, do the test and write this is the sulfate radical. If you are doing the particular test, particular wet test or confirmed test of sulfate, if there is no positive test, there is no good result, proper result, then what to do? You will do the next radical. What is the next radical? That is phosphate, PO4 minus 3. Here also some test, wet test, that is confirmed test are there for this phosphate. So according to that test you will test it whether it is coming or not. If it is positive, then you can say your radical is phosphate PO4 minus 3. Again see from the beginning how to proceed. If salt is supplied to you and radicals, what is the acid radical, how can you find? First you see observation first point, what is the color of the salt, what is the structure of the salt, what is the solubility. Generally I told white color or any color salt may be given, and generally that structure should be structure generally given crystalline salt, and solubility that is in water soluble salt is given, generally given to you. Then what to do? First you do first group test. First group means first level test. What is the first group test? Dilute sulfuric acid test. If you take the salt in a test tube and dilute sulfuric acid, if effervescence takes place, generally it contains what are the four radicals? Carbonate, sulfide IDE, SO3 minus 2 sulfide and nitrite. Out of which one is present, you can see according to its color and odor. If it is carbonate, colorless, odorless. If it is rotten X smell and colorless gas, then S minus 2, that is sulfide. If it is burning sulfur smell, then it is sulfite, SULPHITE, SO3 minus 2. If it is light brown color gas, then it may be nitrite, NO2 minus 1. So according to the test, according to the color and odor of the gas, you will do the confirmed test, that is wet test for that particular radical. What is maybe it is coming maybe carbonate, sulfide or nitrite. According to that you will do the confirmed test, that is wet test for that particular acid radical. And lastly you write the salt given containing acid radical is maybe carbonate, sulfide and nitrite. You will see later how to write and how to do the other experiments or the confirmation test, that is wet test, how to do and how to write. That is most important. How can you proceed the reaction and how can you write the proper way. Then if we dilute sulfuric acid, there is no test, there is no positive test. That means you can say there is no effervescence takes place. If there is no effervescence, leave it. The dilute sulfuric acid test, you leave it. You will go to second test, that is concentrated sulfuric acid test. That means you will take the salt and you add concentrated sulfuric acid in a test tube. Then what happened? If the second group is present, if the concentrated sulfuric acid groups radicals are present, anyone is present, then surely you will see some reaction with some color gas or some odor gas, you should get it. Then what are the radicals here? Maybe chloride, bromide, iodide and acetate. Out of four, one should be maybe present. According to color, colorless pungent smell, it is maybe chloride. If it is brown color, maybe bromide. If it is violet color, it may be iodide. If vinegar smell, then maybe acetate. If you are getting maybe someone out of four, one is maybe, then immediately you do the confirmed test, that is wet test for that particular acid radical, that may be chloride, bromide, iodide or acetate. If you do the confirmed test, do the wet test, and lastly you write yes, you are given salt containing this radical, that is maybe chloride, bromide, iodide or acetate. Suppose if there is no reaction, there is no effervescence, then what to do? You will go to the next group. You will go to higher level test. What is that? That is, if no effervescence, these are absent, then go to next test. What is the next test? Yes, you have taken that salt, concentrated sulfuric acid, you take it. Then here only you add copper tonics and heat properly. When you heat and brown gas evolve, if brown gas evolve, surely it may be nitrate. What is the formula? NO3 minus 1. If it is maybe nitrite, then that is color is brown color gas. Now if it is brown color gas, immediately you proceed to wet test, that is confirmed test of nitrate, what we will do in further, and you write that one, carry on the test. If surely it will come to positive, if brown color gas is evolved, then you sure that it is your nitrate. That means lastly you will write the salt given that containing your nitrate radical. What is acid radical? Nitrate acid radical. If there is no brown color gas, then you will go to next level, that is sulfate test and phosphate test. Mind it, for sulfate test there is no dry test, for phosphate test there is no dry test. Here directly you will do wet test, that is confirmed test. So how can you proceed? First you will proceed for sulfate test. What are the confirmed test of sulfate you will do? If that is negative, then you will proceed to phosphate test. And then what are the confirmed or wet test for phosphate? You carry on, you do, and if surely you will get positive. If nothing is, no radical is present out of here, then surely your radical is phosphate PO4 minus 3. So again you write your salt containing phosphate radical. Your acid radical is phosphate PO4 minus 3. I hope, I think the first part of the acidical analysis is clear, how to proceed, how to say it may be this radical, this type of, this acid radical, how can you say, and after that only you can do the confirmed test or wet test of that particular acid radical. I hope it is clear. In next video we will see what are the wet tests for all the type of radicals, from the starting dilute sulfuric acid group radical, concentrated sulfuric acid group radical, and copper turnings, adding copper turnings, that group radical, that is nitrate and phosphate, sulfate, and how to do the experiment, how to get the good result, and how can you confirm that your acid radical is that. We will proceed in next video one by one acid radical. I hope it is clear to you, and if you like this one video, then please like, share and subscribe my channel BL Das, short and sweet in chemistry. Thank you all. Thanks.